My passion for stories is pollinated the first time I listened to the radio program This American Life. I'm immediately entranced. As soon as this week's episode ends, I'm craving next week's. If I can't listen during its broadcast, then I record it on cassette. If I'm too busy to listen, then my collection of back episodes grows. On long drives, when I can listen to multiple tapes in a row, I am in heaven. But my passion for stories, while pollinated as a listener, doesn't blossom as a teller because I'm busy going from double engineering major to Boeing jet engineer to UCLA MBA to Morgan Stanley investment banker to high-tech product marketing manager. I keep hoping that each next profession will be the one that compels me to pour all my life's passion into it, like my brother who pours his passion into building a successful mountain bike company, and my father who pours his passion into literally saving the world. Meanwhile, my passion for stories fails to launch even after my wife demonstrates for me how it's done. And as a Brazilian who asks me, why do people asking me, what does Rob do? What does Rob do? When I say I don't know, they look at me weird, like, how can you not know? I felt so embarrassed. After I tell them you're a product manager like you told me, they ask me, what's a product manager do? What's a product manager do? When I say I don't know, they look at me weird again. I got tired of explaining the whole story you told me what a product manager does. I figured out the answer that shuts up everyone. I say, Rob's an engineer. No one in Brazil talks about work. We talk about what to eat for lunch, what's happening this weekend, and what scandal is happening among our family and friends. Her stories are often culturally enlightening, like Brazilians don't like to talk about work, right? Plus, she's naturally funny. We go to a burger joint called Bob's Big Boy. She walks up and forgets the word to go, so she says, I want 2 big boys and I want to take them home with me. The people who carry coffins that we call pallbearers, she calls them power bears. The day after Thanksgiving, she wants to go blackout shopping. While shopping, I take a break to eat Chinese fast food. She says, after you eat your panda bear, come pick me up at Harry Pottery Barn. She also likes to make fun of people, but in a good-natured way, like her beloved Uncle Dilsamar, whom she describes as a man-child with a learning disability. My cousin Bianca and I were such naughty teens. Whenever we needed money, we asked, Uncle Dilsamar, can you give us $20, please? I gave you $20 yesterday. We would twirl our purses like this and say, if you don't give us $20, you know what we're going to do. He would run to get his wallet. One time he didn't have money, so he ran to his mother. Mama, give these girls some money, please, or they're going to work for it on the streets. Usually she makes fun of herself, like her story about her first menstrual cycle. Her story starts by describing how life in Brazil is impacted by hyperinflation. Prices there double every month. Every month, prices double. Anytime you need anything, you rush out and buy it, or else if you wait, stores reprice products daily. That's why my grandmother tells Uncle Dilsamar to go immediately to the store. He returns to the condo owned by my grandma where the 3 of us live. He opens the door, pulling one of those shopping carts with wheels. It's overflowing with boxes of period pads. Uncle Dilsamar yells out to Grandma, who's in the kitchen getting drinks for a bunch of visiting guests. I'm back. I got all the period pads for Anna like you told me. Ha ha ha! I'm not able to appreciate Anna's gift for storytelling because I'm fixated on how challenged she is by life's details, resulting in problems I have to fix. Like the central vacuum she buys with a guarantee to refund all our money, including the cost of installing the in-wall piping that we get to keep for free if we return the vacuum within 1 year. But the deadline for notifying them is 11 months, which she finds out 2 weeks too late. In-network doctors versus out-of-network. Covered medical services versus non-covered. Anna, You don't get to keep that money for free. It's a loan you have to return to the bank called overdraft protection. The way I obsess over Anna's shortcomings mirrors the self-talk I use to spur my progress in my career and life. Wake up, weakling. Don't fall behind. Introduce yourself, man. Leave for the gym now to work out. I don't care if you feel exhausted. Feelings are weak. Stop feeling. Just do it. Escalating marital conflict motivates me to learn how to be more accepting. I try prayer, books, therapy. Nothing works. So when Anna and I take our annual road trip with my parents, I ask for advice from my father, a spiritual guru. He's an immigrant from Japan, but seemingly from the cosmos because he looks like E.T. with his bony fingers, wide cheekbones, and ears that stick out. And the way he talks sounds like Yoda. Your strength is your weakness, and your weakness is your strength. Your strength is discipline, which help you overcome obstacle. Overcome. You are very good to overcome obstacle. But you're sometimes when you should listen to what obstacle is telling you, instead you focus to overcome. That to make you stubborn, which is your weakness. Listen to what your marriage conflict are telling you. Find strength in Anna's weakness. Listen to what my marriage conflict is telling me. Find strength in Anna's weakness. After we return home, Anna and I attend my company's summer party on the Portland Spirit River Cruise. I tell my friends about our trip. The Olympic National Park is one of only 7 temperate rainforests in the world. It rains 10 feet per year there, over 3 times more than here in Portland. That's how I describe our trip. This is how Anna describes it. Rob reserves 1 motel room for both his parents and us to sleep in. He's too frugal. And his mom snores so loud she faces away from us toward the wall, but the wall starts vibrating and amplifies her snoring like a speaker. Her snoring keeps me awake even though I'm exhausted after hiking all day. Finally, I fall into a deep sleep, but then Rob's father has a nightmare. He's always having nightmares. He loves them. In his nightmare, he's hiding in a closet with some children to protect them. Through the crack between the closet doors, he sees soldiers. They're approaching. He decides what to do. He slams open the closet doors and screams so loud, the soldiers run away scared. That's in his dream. In real life, he slams his arm down on the bed, sits straight up, and screams as loud as he can. Bah! I see this wide-eyed, flipped-out, 80-year-old E.T.-looking Japanese man screaming at me. I scream back, ah! A crowd of people gathers around Anna. Spouses wave over their partners to come listen. I had seen this before, but this time I take note of it. Their bodies are bent over laughing. Everyone's complaining their jaws hurt from laughing too much. They ask her to take a break so their tired jaws can rest. Anna's weakness is details, but her strength is her storytelling genius. I start writing down her stories. I collect them. I submit them to Oregon's biggest annual writing contest in the form of a winning entry titled Anna Says. It's comprised of multiple anecdotes that each end with the punchline, then Anna says, so-and-so. At a family gathering, I tell my parents and siblings the surprising news. My brother asks, "You won a writing contest? You mean like horses?" "No, writing, like pen and paper," my sister says. "Oh, you mean like calligraphy?" "No, writing stories." My parents ask, "You write a story?" I finally find the passion that compels me to pour my life's energy into it. And now, after 12 years of writing, I have a body of work that I'm going to promote. I make progress in other aspects of my life as well. I'm less critical than before, and while Anna and I did divorce, I get along well with her. Also, I get along great with my daughter who lives with her. Last summer, I picked up my daughter to go to the coast. While driving her home, she receives a call from Anna. Hi, Mom. Yeah, we're stopping by Fred Meyer on the way home. What? I don't understand. Ask him yourself. Hang on. Go ahead, Mom, you're on speakerphone. Rob? Yeah? Since you're stopping by Fred Meyer, can you get me ham headboard? Ham headboard? What's that? You know, at the store, behind the glass. What? The meat. Oh, okay. I tell my daughter, ham headboard is what Anna calls boar's head ham.